it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim, Anthony Edwards.
Houston working the ball around. Pass to Van Vliet. On the wing, Thompson. Here's the three. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards for three. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Here's Smith. And miss after miss right now. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage. It makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense. That's a rarity for him. Not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
And Houston has possession. Following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Durant. And here's Şengün. Back to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
Right side, Edwards. Outside for Randall. To the left wing. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Stolen by Van Vliet. And they're pushing it up. The kick to Durant. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Lets the three fly. Smith with it. Deflects the pass. McDaniels with a steal. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's Houston up 2, and we'll be back right after this.
The Timberwolves 12.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And so it's Houston with it. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Graham.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow. And there's the length of Smith at work, playing big on the interior.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Back to Thompson. Pass to Smith. Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. And stolen by Durant. Here's Smith. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
Outside Durant. Knocks it loose. Inside. Out to Thompson. 4 on the clock. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Conley looking for an opening. To the paint. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now here's Smith. Down low. McDaniels with a steal. And he's going for the oop here. The kick out to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. From deep, Conley. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Thompson. Smith right side. Shoots over Randall. Poke loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And when you're trying to slow down a great score, there are those shots you just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Now here's McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. Minnesota again missing. Houston in the lead. Outside Easton. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And here's Edwards. He's got 6. Pass to McDaniels. And the jumper from the wing offline. Houston leading by 3. Outside Holiday. Here he goes. And he converts the layup. Holiday's got his first points of the game.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you guys.
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Edwards. Houston leading by 3. Here's Holiday. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Edwards. getting it done inside. Edwards.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
Eason with room. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Throws it up high. And it's Randall with the jam.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Houston. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Out to Thompson. Launches a 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Thompson's got 7.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Gobert, no good. The Rockets lead by 4. Here's Durant. And it's Durant.
And reaching deep into the bag. Durant finishes with a flourish, and he's got the sauce.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to Gobert. Here's DiVincenzo. Over Thompson. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And after that surprising Karl-Anthony Towns trade, it took time for Minnesota to gel.
Yeah, last season some inconsistency, but they seem to find a groove down the stretch, capping it off with a deep run.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Outside Durant. Pass to Thompson. And here's Şengün, defended by Gobert. Durant, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Timeout. Courageous play inside by Durant. Just absorbing the foul and still putting up the shot.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. First free throw is good. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose. Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 6-point game. Takes a step back. And he dunks it down.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Van Vliet on the wing. He's got 5. Beyond the arc. Smith controls the rebound and the putback.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Here's Dillingham. On the take. And he goes in for the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
On the wing, Durant. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense. It's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
And here's Thompson for three. Sinks the tray. And it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Van Vliet misses.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
The deep three from Durant. Reed with the rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Pass to Durant. Now Smith. Lets it go. Houston with another miss.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, BA, most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So for the Rockets. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
And Minnesota with possession here. They trail by 9. Reed sets a screen. To the inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Terrific screen. They ask Reed to do a lot of the little things like that, and he does them all well.
Here's Holiday. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Houston ball.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter here. Just 4 to shoot. Houston needs to get off a shot.
Yeah, staying right on the ball there. Randall with a nice shot contest, making a difference at both ends of the floor.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Well, the defense baited him into that pass, and he fell into the trap.
And so it's Houston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Ime Udoka has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Capella.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
Second free throw, no good. Houston leading by 6. Now Holiday. And it comes off the front of the rim. To the middle. McDaniels. Excellent D there from Tate.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Okogie on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Here's Capella. And the basket is good.
And what do you know? Capella with the high percentage look. That's his motto.
For 3, DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Houston. Okogie into the lane. And he comes up with a bucket. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Reed sets a screen. Ingles from outside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
Pass to Okogie. Now Capella. Shoots over Reed. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Holiday. Left side Eason. Second chance effort. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. McDaniels outside. The putback. Now Edwards. 5 on the clock. Another chance. Holiday with the rebound. And it's Holiday with the ball for Houston. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Here's Okogie. Driving to the basket. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
That free throw misses. Houston making some changes. That's off as well, so he misses both. Grant wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Şengün pulls it down. The Rockets lead by 8. Outside Van Vliet. Outside Durant. The shot from 20 feet out. Oh, a perfect jumper.
Watch how Durant disrupts the defense with the pick and roll, creating an opening for himself.
Edwards. McDaniels outside. Jams it home.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Thompson. Oh, missed on the tray. Timberwolves trail by 8. McDaniels outside. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Outside Durant. Van Vliet fires. No good from 3. Here we go, one-on-one. Count it.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Now here's Van Vliet. Outside Durant. Thompson left side. And he slams it down.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Fast break, Minnesota. Edwards. The 3 is off. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled. Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra